year. You only played 8 games in your rookie year.
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest. I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. And I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town for this one. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. That's Thomas Robinson. He's checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Bargnani. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. On the floor for Detroit, Ross in at shooting guard. Marcus Morris is out there with Jody Meeks. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Jackson in at the point. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Sloan. That's short off the rim.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone.
You get an easy assist right there. Easy pass.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded by Ross. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. And even 3-on-3 break. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Here's Sloan.
Here, I'm actually going to... I don't know if it's a button. Okay. There we go. If y'all can still hear me, I'm gonna make it to where I can. If I view the comments, see, yeah, it's not gonna pop up. So let me actually just put the comments in there.
Can't put up any points in this one. Screen by Young. Here's Sloan, guarded by Jackson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ross passes to Baines. To the paint. So he gets
couldn't get the and one, but I'll take it. I'll take the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And both free throws good for Ross.
I don't even know what my free throw rating is, to be honest with you.
And Sloan kicks to Young.
Honestly, I have no clue.
And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Fires from deep. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter.
So now if y'all see
we'll get
by
right back to the action when we return.
I told him, oh, you can joke with
I still don't think that sends a new group in for the Nets. Robinson.
Ooh, I actually don't. I haven't seen Black Ops 3 beta. Oops. Let me change that. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that.
Checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Bargnani. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for
But no, like I was saying, now y'all can see that I have the messages up. My computer wasn't working. The chat wouldn't load. So if y'all want to say something in the chat now, y'all can. I will be able to see it over there on the right side.
Here's Jack.
Oh, couldn't get the block there.
Coming off the pick. Jack's got 5.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
They set the pick. 2 minutes to go in game 2.
No.
1:57 left in the first half of the game.
You know, not only is
I'll
the
take
game
that rebound.
neck and neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close.
And the assist. Let's go.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Robinson. The feed to Bogdanovich. From 11 feet away. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
It's been tough for them to try and slow down Jack. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Pass to Bogdanovich. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Back to Jack. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Ross. Jackson dishes to Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
I didn't even call for that one. I was calling for the fast break, but never called for that one.
For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to Oklahoma City.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am.
Three-pointer.
It's hard for me to find
Continuous
anything
cut.
positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
Nets trail by 3.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Young, a screen on Jackson. From deep. And that's not going to go. And the first half.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez.
Oops.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground. The Nets. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Bargnani. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Bogdanovich. On the floor for Detroit, Ross in at 2 guard. Jody Meeks out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jackson, and it's Baines in at the 5.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
And Meeks kicks to Ross, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Nets
They're down by
6.
6. Yeah.
Pass to Sloan. Here's the screen. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. This is to Jack.
I'm not too sure if I have 4. Do I have 1?
On the
What?
wing. Shot's good.
It's
Jack's
just
got
weird
10 points.
how now my chat
Well,
wants to
with
work.
Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years he has probably
Good
the best
assist.
defensive efficiency for a career as a coach, and his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 50 seconds left in the third. Left side, Jack shoots from 14. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Brook Lopez is checked in for Brooklyn.
What was it? Block? Good block. Oh, I thought I got a tip on it.
Can't get it to go.
Ooh, missed.
And the
Nice.
Pistons now going the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a four-game
he's got-
season
oh, never
series
mind, that's it.
between the two
Yeah.
teams.
I saw that coming. Oh, stuck on a crowd.
Very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Jack, here we go. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply
Jackson.
have not been there. Nothing seems to be
Ooh,
falling.
open money.
Ross with a wide open look.
Oh,
Off
I
the
should have
mark
passed
with
it
the
to
three-point shot.
Jody Meeks. Mr. Jody Meeks.
Here's Sloan. Can't get it to fall. The third quarter comes to a close.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the Pistons with it. They trail by 9 points. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5. For 3, Ross. And so it's
Oh, wait, they put me back in with 14 seconds. I don't understand why.
Well, Joe, congratulations.
The 2K Sports post.
We're not gonna watch every post-game show either. Literally just showing. It's gonna show them anyways.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan. Brook Lopez. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
I'm pretty sure there's a cutscene at the after this anyways, so we'll let this play.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives, like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MI.
All right, pause it. Yeah, now you can for some reason pause the whatchamacallit. I do like that. Now, well, you could pause it, but it'll say something like, Now that the chat's working, I'm gonna take it off though. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to skip it, so let it keep playing.
I was a movie geek. Wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. But you see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the strip. Oh, stymied! He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it. Because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't
Just a red boy together.
Keeper, freak.
Maybe pina
With a
colada,
brother,
maybe
go
colada
through
yours.
trouble. Put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints, and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me. Naturally, I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know with him. And damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, well, check this out, bro. You need to train that hottie before you leave the house, though. Yo, these hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
No. Me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome. We always imagined making it to the pros. And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me, announce my name on the loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like little guys dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a '67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a '67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a '67 Cadillac. Well, do you have any crickets? I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about. Vic, freak, don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the Raptors in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V-G-G, Vic, gotta go!
My dude, look at him like he crazy.
Business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this. Nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the US of A, the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You can see even Cece, you know, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.